Imagine a world where everything gets just as cartoony as The Simpsons actually ever was. Same and not same as it ever was. Oh my god. I seriously hate this timeline we're on. Oh my god. I watched the preview to this movie. So basically what happens, and I'll leave the preview in the description section, is this dude with like sensible beach shoes and a sweater wrapped around his neck comes down this long Illuminati rich person looking staircase, and he's like, I will never let you go. Or he's like this really controlling guy who looks really uptight with the uptight collar, and obviously it's not Mario Lopez. And this is the chick that like he's supposed to marry, and it's like an arranged marriage, but you also kind of get the feeling that her mom and this guy with the uptight preppy sweater around his neck, which I still thought was a thing of the 80s, although Mario Lopez is from a sitcom in the 90s, so maybe it's carryover, because a lot of the fashion in the early 90s wasn't so different than the 80s. That cheesy day glow color kind of thing. But anyway, you get the impression that the mom, her mom, and the guy she wants to marry are kind of having an affair, which is sick enough in itself, especially if you're going for like a cartoonish version. Like, it looks like almost a kid's version or story of this, like in the sense that it's kind of a parody, and Colonel Sanders is like a beloved character for people of all ages, but it's not, because it's like really gross and what's the word, incestual. That's it. Like in-law incestual. Anyway, it's like so cheesy, and they don't even have to have Saturday Night Live anymore, because these movies are Saturday Night Live. I mean, this is how much of a parody our reality has become from like the last presidency, and I know I'm one of the few people, but I mean, Donald Trump is kind of like a reality show presidency, and this is like a non-reality show romance movie, and they're people playing romantic people in a movie about romance, but it's really not romantic. Like, when was Colonel Sanders supposed to be a sex symbol? Cunnilingus, maybe. Cunnilingus from Saturday Night Live. Say that 3 times fast. You'll know why. Cunnilingus. The way your beard tickles my... Never mind. But anyway, like, I don't get it. And it's so funny, too, because Mario Lopez's hair, it just looks like he's in a High School Musical. Like, like as though they put baby powder in his hair, and if he puts a hat on and takes the hat off, all the baby powder will come off. It's just so funny. Oh my gosh, but why? So it's a recipe for seduction. Oh, and that's the other thing about the preview too. She talks about, oh, he has a recipe that's gonna change the world. Yeah, it'll make people sit in to-go lines at restaurants, and then they'll have to go from the chicken, because last time I checked, fried chicken gives most people gas, among other things, but that's just what I'm saying. It's kind of like that Taco Bell thing, when the new Taco Bell slogan came out a few years ago, Live Más! And my comment was, Live Más! From the privacy of your toilet, because, you know, Taco Bell. I had to make a cheesy joke like that. Oh my god. But this is just so hilarious, following Mario Lopez's Feliz Navidad bod. Well, no, I'm just kidding. Feliz Navidad. I just had to throw in the dad bod for incongruous effect, because Mario Lopez obviously has the antithesis of a dad bod. But that'd be really hilarious if they put a fat pat on Mario Lopez like his gray hair in this one. The one funny thing about this, though, is I just did a video about the 1970s, well, like a few videos back, Funky Cold Mandela, and me not being able to remember when our family went to Germany. Was it 1973 or 1974? And it's so weird, because since then I found 2 Facebook status updates. One says we went in 74 and one says we went in 1973. So apparently I've had a split memory of this for quite some time. But most markedly, I really noticed it when I discovered the Mandela effect. So if you want to check that out and you haven't, that's really weird. But it's kind of funny, because back in the 70s, there were 2 celebrities my mom saw. I think my dad might have seen the first one too. The first one was Colonel Sanders. They saw him at an airport. And then my mom, when we were living in Chicago, saw Muhammad Ali when she was like walking across the street or something, because we were living in Chicago when I was a kid. Anyway, this is hilarious. I hear Screech even makes a cameo as a chicken. But no, really, all joking aside. Screech is in there. along with Catherine Zeta-Jones. This Catherine Zeta-Jones chick right here, maybe she's a Catherine Zeta-Jones chick from a parallel universe. And Mario Lopez with not so many dimples as I remember him from. The time I saw him doing a Access Hollywood story at a mall with more dimples than he has now.